I don't know where I stopped. It stopped the video somehow. So yeah, I'm saying that from the very first moments I saw the cat die, I was crying. So in my movie script, where she's with the people taking the mushrooms, there is a cat passing, so she's crying. So that's like few pages before the end of the movie. 5 more or so pages follow, and according to the internet, few different sources, it should be 25% all the third act, where it's just getting better, and but you cannot tell this in a movie like she's getting better and stuff, but you can like start to tell how from now on it will be all better, and not use 25% of the movie to show that transformation. It's something, I put the finger on too. I say, yeah, so if you have some mourning to do, you better do cry. So if you just run away from the pain, and I filled in the whole scheme, like she's running away from the pain, she's not wanting to see reality, thereof she's meeting different people every day, and she's not at home, and she has no relationship. So that's her dilemma. And so then I should actually read it out to you, but since we are just in a free-floating conversation here, I don't have a cellular phone with me, so I can't look it up, and I don't recall all the different, pinpointed certain stages. But in the end, she actually realizes that seeing reality gives her a better life, because she doesn't have to kind of forcefully not see certain things, like by taking drugs or being on the move constantly. So that one opens a totally new life, and I don't have to tell that in 25% duration of the movie. I can just do the turn and tell it once. So how I tell it is, she's driving past 4 fountains until ending up on a hill in Zurich, where you can let out milk from a vending machine. First time she just looks, the second time she points to it, and the guy driving the car doesn't notice. So then she actually tells him, look, and it happens in between cuts, because then she tells him to look, and they look, and at the same time, when the car has passed by the river, the fountain, they turn their heads towards back to the street. So they are in unison. And then the 4th fountain, there's a change going on from the 1st to the 4th. There's a lot of people around the 4th fountain. So before it was like empty road and empty sideways and all of that. And then, by then, there's people out. And then they just pass it, and the 4th fountain is not by its stream of water covering almost the whole picture. Before the fountains, they have been covering the picture by their running water. So she was still like to say in a picture, in tears, right? So that's how the movie ends. And so I wrote it yesterday, it's done, so I'm gonna assemble it as soon as I'm in stress because of the land and house owner. So if she's stressing me out and I go like, well, in a few weeks I'll be homeless, so I'm gonna put it into a book, I'm gonna publish it, I'm gonna do a cover, all of that. just because it's written, the pictures I got, I should work on how the camera does its movements, because I'm not using a technical term there. I actually go say it in a sentence, like, because I know where the locations are, so I know where I would want to put the camera. Usually you write a movie script and you don't know what the location will be, so you kind of, you know, let a lot of things just open so that they may be done like this or like that. But my movie script, I know the location, so I can say the camera is beside the first fountain, and the stream of water coming from it covers 2/3 of the picture. Beside that you see the car coming uphill, advancing and driving by. So that's it. And she's looking, and then she's pointing, and the next one would be they're looking, both of them, and the fourth I actually forgot. So there is a kind of climax happening. Oh yeah, and I'm telling that the water is at the second fountain, just covering the picture half, and then it would be just 1/4 or 1/3 and then 1/4. So there is always the water of the fountain, and not like the infrastructure of the city, because as you know, you cannot show these. So that's good. It's good that my protagonists always run. So when you are moving within a city, you know, I thought about it, because it is the location, Zurich it is. So when they move constantly, it doesn't matter what else is in the background, what else you are capturing, because you're allowed to show architecture, which is work of art of others. That's what it is legally, when moving past it. So that's why you see so many videos with moving people, like within cities. So yeah, I got that, and then I might publish it. So the talk about how the camera does this and that, like there is like a low and a high angle, which I want to get correct, because I go saying the camera stands underneath, looking upwards, showing the things from underneath and stuff, and that's kind of complicated. Now I want it to be like, you know, few things just are English, so it's like high angle or low angle. So that one is set. The cuts I also always wrote Schnitt. Yeah, I included some music already, Sibelius, classical music, then a Josh Wink, some techno with laughter, but otherwise I'm not through with the music. It might be some Marvin Gaye or some, you know, I wrote the score myself, so I'm gonna have that one in there when they take the mushrooms. And in the end of the movie, what music do I want to have? Even the end with the credits and the copyright sign, I kind of, you know, made thoughts. So there is like a color bar with porn, 30% transparent, layered with a color bar. So that's a compositing that there needs to be done, and I've done it already, but I cannot find the picture. You know, certain things I just don't have access to anymore, because all the jazz drives, it's called Yomega Jazz, the cartridges that were like movable hard disks, yeah. So these I'm not using anymore. I have it all online and on one, like such and such terabyte, whatever, device. So I'm gonna yeah. Now I'm gonna have a coffee, a cold one and a hot one, and I'm gonna get croissants. Then I'm gonna go to the city and I'm gonna buy a bit this and that. New money will arrive soon. So yeah, I will have money until the end of this month, so I'm not doing any fasting, and I'm enjoying life because I don't know where I'm going next. I haven't found anything in the West yet. There are places, but I don't want to pay any so-called depot, like when you go living somewhere, twice the rent you need to put into a bank account. So once you leave, they will take that money if something is broken. So this time it was just 1 month a rent. So if I get the sack, they can't evict me within, 2 months or whatever. So I'm gonna keep the money of those 2 months so that she's not able to say in the end, well, I have the rent, you paid it. I didn't pay, I won't in the end. And I'm keeping that deposit. I'll lose my money. Funny, huh? Funny, huh? There has been sun shining onto it, and those mushrooms, when they catch what they don't need, which is sunlight, that made it turn black, I guess. There were sheep lately beside the street, 3 newborn ones, and all the other sheep were gathered around it. I guess that one was the reason. I've never seen sheep stand in a circle and not moving. So it was probably because there were these little sheep and they've seen like the big ones, some whatever, fly by. So what they got is, they want to protect the little ones, like eagle or I don't know, some bird that might get the little ones. So yeah, here we are in the valley. I'm looking forward to publish my movie script. I still got this slight headache, so it's good I'm not going, yeah, it's the internet box, because I turned Wi-Fi off. There cannot be any effect on me, since as I said, I turned it off. Yeah. So if I'm gonna have people visiting me, there is the possibility to put 3 more computers onto my internet box to research. That's good. Before it was just 1. And also I just pay 65 Swiss francs a month and not 70. Yeah, 74. So it's like almost 10 Swiss francs cheaper. Yes. Yeah, in the winter I can't walk down here anymore. And also walking up I don't want to do. And it's good if I live somewhere else, I will have more money for myself. Like all the money, that I spent on the ticket living up here. So I really should do all the videos possible. Like I've done a video on the view with all the clouds in the valley twice, and I speeded it up. So that one was cool, and I need to do more of them whenever there is clouds moving in the valley, or when there is clouds I do the shooting. So bye.